When you think of cars that change the world, you probably think of speed, luxury, or power. But what if I told you that some of the most influential cars didn't just break records, they broke barriers? Let's dive into the 10 cars that shaped the future in ways you never saw coming. Number 10. Ford Model T, 1908. The Ford Model T wasn't the first car, but it was the car that made the automobile a staple of modern life. Imagine a world where cars were a luxury only for the wealthy, where innovation was out of reach for the common man. Then came Henry Ford and his Model T, the first mass-produced car that brought automobiles into the homes of everyday people. This was a car designed for practicality, durability, and affordability. With a price tag of just $850, a revolution in itself, Ford made cars accessible to the working class. It wasn't just a car, it was the car that transformed society. The assembly line, which Ford perfected, didn't just change car manufacturing. It transformed industries worldwide by introducing efficiency and mass production. The Model T wasn't known for its speed or luxury. It was known for something far greater: democratizing transportation. The Model T allowed millions of people to travel far beyond their immediate neighborhoods, accelerating urbanization, creating new businesses, and sparking a revolution in mobility that continues to this day. By the time production ended in 1927, over 15 million Model Ts had been built. It wasn't just a car, it was the beginning of an entire new way of life, and its impact on the world, unmatched. Number 9. Volkswagen Beetle, 1938. When you think of the Volkswagen Beetle, what comes to mind? A quirky design, an iconic shape, and a car that has become a cultural symbol. But beyond its distinctive curves and humble appearance, the Beetle played a massive role in reshaping the automotive industry. The Beetle was designed by Ferdinand Porsche under the directive of Adolf Hitler, aiming to create an affordable, reliable car for the average German citizen. However, its story didn't end there. After World War II, it became the best-selling car of all time, with over 21 million units sold over its lifetime. The Beetle didn't just change the car industry, it brought cars to mainstream culture across the globe. In an era where cars were big and expensive, the Beetle offered simplicity, efficiency, and affordability. Its rear-engine design, while unconventional, allowed for a lightweight, compact vehicle that was easy to maintain and surprisingly durable. The Beetle's minimalist design became synonymous with the spirit of freedom, especially in the United States during the 1960s. More than just a car, the Volkswagen Beetle became a symbol of counterculture, taking over the streets, music albums, and even Hollywood movies. Its role in making cars accessible to the masses cannot be overstated. It was an icon of the Volkswagen Group and an integral part of the global automotive revolution. And although it's no longer in production, its legacy lives on, continuing to influence modern car designs. Number 8. Tesla Model S, 2012. The Tesla Model S wasn't just another electric car. It was the pioneer that helped push the automotive industry into a new, sustainable future. While electric vehicles, EVs, had existed for decades, it was the Model S that truly changed the narrative, bringing electric cars to the mainstream in a way that had never been seen before. Before Tesla, EVs were often seen as underpowered, impractical, and unattractive. The Model S completely shattered those perceptions. It combined sleek design, cutting-edge technology, and unbelievable performance. A zero-emission vehicle that could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds? That's supercar-level speed from an electric sedan. Tesla didn't just build a car, they built an ecosystem. With over-the-air software updates, Tesla changed the way we think about car maintenance. Instead of bringing your car to a dealership for fixes, the Model S could improve its performance and add new features remotely. This set the stage for a revolution in how cars are designed, serviced, and maintained. But the Model S wasn't just about performance. It was a technological marvel. The autopilot system, which offered semi-autonomous driving, has been a game-changer for safety and convenience, and Tesla's commitment to constantly improving its tech through software updates has made the Model S one of the most innovative cars on the market. In addition to this, the long-range battery broke new ground, offering a 375-mile range on a single charge, making EVs more practical for long-distance travel. The Tesla Model S wasn't just a car. It was a vision of the future, one where electric cars were not only sustainable, but also powerful, practical, and luxurious. The Tesla Model S didn't just disrupt the electric vehicle (EV) market, it redefined what cars could be. As the world's first mass-market luxury electric sedan, the Model S showed that electric cars could not only be environmentally friendly, but also fast, stylish, and highly functional. Its introduction marked the end of the myth that EVs were just for the eco-conscious elite or niche markets. Suddenly, the Model S made the electric car accessible to mainstream consumers who wanted something that delivered performance, luxury, and sustainability. One of the key technological innovations was Autopilot, Tesla's semi-autonomous driving system, which was revolutionary at the time of release. Though it's evolved since, the Tesla Autopilot system laid the groundwork for fully autonomous driving. Tesla became a leader in developing and pushing the envelope of self-driving technology, spurring other major automotive makers to follow suit. The ability for the car to automatically steer, brake, and accelerate in certain conditions was a huge leap forward, challenging the traditional notions of what a car could do. But Tesla didn't stop with Autopilot. The company continually added to the Model S through over-the-air software updates, transforming the car's capabilities remotely. This pioneering move not only reshaped the consumer experience, but also changed the entire concept of vehicle ownership. Where previously cars were static after purchase, Tesla made cars that evolved, constantly improving, receiving new features, and becoming smarter as time went on. Another game-changing aspect of the Model S was its range. Before the Model S, people worried about the limitations of EVs, particularly their range anxiety. With a range of up to 375 miles on the single charge, the Model S obliterated those concerns, offering long-distance travel potential on par with traditional gasoline-powered cars. The supercharger network that Tesla developed further alleviated these concerns, allowing owners to charge quickly and efficiently at thousands of locations worldwide. Performance-wise, the Tesla Model S P100D version raised the bar to a new level, offering a ludicrous mode that could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 2.5 seconds. This wasn't just fast for an electric car, it was fast for any car, period. The Model S proved that EVs weren't just about being green or economical, they could also be thrilling, turning heads on the racetrack, and in everyday driving. The combination of speed, technology, and style was something no other car had offered before. The Model S also introduced a new era of sustainability. With global concerns over climate change, Tesla pushed the electric car movement to the forefront of the conversation. It made electric cars cool, showing that you didn't have to sacrifice luxury or performance for the planet. As governments around the world begin to tighten emissions regulations, the Model S stands as a testament to what the future of transportation could be: zero emission, high performance, and fully connected.
In terms of its impact, the Tesla Model S has influenced not just the automotive industry, but also the way the world thinks about energy, infrastructure, and technology. It played a pivotal role in proving that the future of driving isn't just electric, it's autonomous, connected, and smarter than ever before. Number 7. 1964 Ford Mustang. The 1964 Ford Mustang was more than just a car. It was a revolution in automotive culture. Before the Mustang, American cars were all about size and comfort. Ford changed everything by introducing a compact, sporty, and affordable car that appealed to a younger, more energetic generation. The Mustang wasn't just about speed, it was about attitude. The 1964 Mustang quickly became a cultural icon. Its sleek, aggressive design with a long hood and short rear was unlike anything seen before. When Ford introduced it at the New York World's Fair, it was clear they were pushing the boundaries of what a car could represent. Sporty, yet affordable, the Mustang was the first car to truly tap into youth culture, giving young Americans a taste of freedom and individuality behind the wheel. Under the hood, the Mustang offered a range of engines, including the iconic 289 V8 that gave the car a serious performance edge. The Mustang was the beginning of the pony car era, and it sparked a whole new class of vehicles, including the Chevrolet Camaro and Pontiac Firebird. It didn't just change the way cars were made, it changed how people felt about cars. It was about freedom, expression, and fun, values that continue to define the American muscle car today. What truly set the 1964 Ford Mustang apart was its ability to democratize performance. It was fast, affordable, and came with a variety of customization options that let buyers express their own personalities. With over 400,000 units sold in its first year, the Mustang proved that performance didn't have to come with a high price tag. The 1964 Mustang wasn't just a car, it was a cultural movement that captured the spirit of America in the 1960s, and its influence is still felt today. Number 6. 1989 Mazda MX-5 Miata. When you think of affordable, lightweight sports cars, the 1989 Mazda MX-5 Miata immediately comes to mind. This car didn't just change the sports car world, it redefined it. In the late 1980s, sports cars were getting larger, more expensive, and more complex. Mazda saw an opportunity to go back to basics, creating a car that was fun to drive, affordable, and easy to maintain. The result? A car that would go on to become the best-selling roadster in history. The MX-5 Miata was designed to capture the spirit of classic British roadsters, like the Lotus Elan, but with a modern Japanese twist. With a lightweight design, perfectly balanced chassis, and a manual transmission that made driving an engaging experience, the Miata brought back the joy of driving. It didn't matter if you were new to cars or a seasoned enthusiast, the MX-5 was about pure driving pleasure. What made the MX-5 Miata so groundbreaking wasn't just its performance, it was its affordability. At a time when other sports cars were pushing the price barrier, Mazda kept the Miata accessible to a much wider audience. The Miata was the car that made sports car ownership a reality for those who didn't have deep pockets, but still wanted to experience the thrill of a rear-wheel drive manual sports car. Over the years, the Miata has become an icon for driving enthusiasts, spawning a loyal following and continuing to evolve with modern tech while keeping the core experience intact. The Miata's contribution to the world of affordable sports cars is immeasurable. It made owning a sports car a feasible dream for the masses and proved that you don't need to sacrifice fun for practicality. Today, the Miata still carries that lightweight spirit, and its legacy continues in the current generation of the Mazda MX-5 Miata, a car that reminds us that sometimes the best cars are the ones that keep it simple. Number 5. 1963 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. The 1963 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray didn't just become a classic, it defined American sports cars for decades. The Corvette had been around for years, but the 1963 Stingray was the first model to truly break through and show the world that America could build a car that rivaled European performance and style. With its radical new design, the 1963 Corvette Stingray was unlike anything on the road at the time. Its sleek, aggressive lines, coupe body style, and distinctive rear split window became an instant icon. The design wasn't just beautiful, it was functional, with aerodynamics and handling that set a new standard for American cars.
But the Stingray wasn't just about looks. Under the hood, the Stingray came with the L84 327 cubic inch V8 engine, capable of producing 360 horsepower. It could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.5 seconds, a blistering pace for a car built in the early 60s. The introduction of the independent rear suspension marked a new era in handling and performance for the Corvette, making it a serious competitor to the best sports cars in the world, from Ferrari to Jaguar. The 1963 Corvette Stingray wasn't just a car. It was the beginning of an era in which American engineering could stand shoulder to shoulder with the European heavyweights. It revolutionized what a sports car could be, mixing luxury, performance, and style in a way that had never been seen before in the U.S. automotive industry. More than just a car, the Stingray became a symbol of American ambition and engineering excellence. Today, it continues to influence the design and performance of every new Corvette model, keeping its legacy alive as one of the most iconic cars ever built. Number 4. 2001 BMW Mini Cooper. The 2001 BMW Mini Cooper wasn't just a car, it was a revolution in urban driving. A Mini Cooper has always been known for its compact design and peppy performance, but the 2001 version took this iconic British car and turned it into a global phenomenon. BMW's reimagining of the Mini brought new life to the small car market, combining the charm of its original design with modern technology, efficiency, and fun-to-drive characteristics. The Mini Cooper was designed to be practical, efficient, and stylish, but it was also surprisingly sporty for such a small car. Its low-profile, compact body and wide stance made it feel like it was glued to the road. The go-kart-like handling made it a favorite among driving enthusiasts, but it was also accessible to those looking for a practical, urban-friendly car with personality. The Mini's 2001 engine delivered 115 horsepower, and while it wasn't about blistering speed, it made the Mini Cooper one of the most fun cars to drive in its class. It was quick and agile, perfect for zipping through city streets, maneuvering through traffic, and parking in tight spaces. In a world dominated by SUVs and sedans, the Mini Cooper brought the idea of fun, efficient, urban mobility to the forefront. The Mini's success wasn't just about performance, it was about style and cultural influence. It quickly became a symbol of individuality, a car that stood out in a sea of generic sedans and compact cars. It was a statement, a way of saying, I value personality and fun as much as I do practicality. In fact, the Mini Cooper sparked a wave of nostalgia, reminding people of the original 1960s Mini, which had already cemented its place in pop culture as a symbol of British eccentricity. This car had such a profound impact that it redefined what it meant to be a city car, showing the world that you didn't need a giant vehicle to be stylish, practical, and fun. The Mini Cooper's success paved the way for other compact, urban-friendly vehicles, and it remains a cultural icon today. Number 3. 1967 Chevrolet Camaro. The 1967 Chevrolet Camaro wasn't just another muscle car, it was the birth of an entirely new breed of performance vehicles. In an era dominated by Ford Mustang, Chevrolet needed something bold, something that would compete head-to-head with the Mustang and carve its own legacy in the American automotive market. The Camaro did just that and changed the muscle car game forever. From the very first glance, the 1967 Camaro oozes aggression. Its wide stance, sweeping curves, and powerful lines made it instantly recognizable. Chevrolet didn't just build another fast car. They built a car that screamed performance and attitude. The Camaro wasn't just about speed. It was about styling, swagger, and raw power, making it the perfect embodiment of the American muscle car culture. The 1967 Camaro offered several performance options, but the standout was the 396 cubic inch V8 engine. This powerhouse engine produced 375 horsepower and allowed the Camaro to hit 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 6 seconds, mind-blowing for a car of that era. Along with the front and rear suspension upgrades, the Camaro offered exceptional handling and road grip, making it not just a straight-line speedster, but also a car that could deliver on twisty roads and tracks. Beyond just performance, the Camaro became a cultural icon. It represented the freedom and rebellion of the 1960s. As the muscle car wars raged on between Chevrolet, Ford, and Chrysler, the Camaro held its ground as a symbol of American engineering and enthusiasm. It created a class of vehicles that combined high-performance engines with aggressive designs and made them accessible to a wider audience. Its impact was profound. The Camaro helped shape the American car culture, cementing itself as one of the most iconic muscle cars in history. Today, it continues to carry that legacy, with every new generation building on the original's blend of power and performance. And number 2, 2008 Tesla Roadster. When Elon Musk and his team introduced the 2008 Tesla Roadster, they didn't just unveil a new car, they unveiled the future of transportation. The Tesla Roadster was the first commercially available electric car that could go toe-to-toe with high-performance gasoline cars. At the time, most electric vehicles were either slow, impractical, or limited to niche markets. The Roadster shattered all of those perceptions and introduced a world where electricity and speed were no longer mutually exclusive. With the 2008 Roadster, Tesla proved that electric cars didn't need to sacrifice performance or range. Powered by a 248-horsepower electric motor, the Roadster could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.9 seconds, leaving many gas-powered sports cars in the dust. But what truly made the Roadster groundbreaking was its range. It could travel up to 245 miles on a single charge, setting a new benchmark for electric car range and making EVs viable for long-distance travel. Tesla didn't just focus on technology. The design of the Roadster was a masterclass in sports car aesthetics. With its sleek lines, low profile, and aggressive stance, the Roadster looked like a Ferrari and felt like one too. The Roadster wasn't just a car. It was a statement, a declaration that the electric future was coming, and it was going to be just as thrilling as any V8-powered machine on the market.
The Tesla Roadster changed the way the world thought about electric cars. Before the Roadster, electric vehicles were often seen as a green alternative, but not a true performance option. Tesla showed the world that electric power could offer world-class performance, and it paved the way for the mass adoption of EVs. It opened the door to Tesla's future, leading to the wildly successful Model S, Model 3, and the upcoming Cybertruck. Its legacy is still being written, as the Roadster marks the first true step in Tesla's journey to revolutionize not just the automobile industry, but the entire transportation sector.
Number 1. DeLorean DMC-2, a pop culture icon. And now for the surprise, the DeLorean DMC-2 might not have been the most advanced car in terms of technology, but its cultural impact is unmatched. Thanks to the Back to the Future movies, it became a timeless icon. Its futuristic design and signature going doors inspired generations of car enthusiasts and designers. The DeLorean reminds us that sometimes a car's legacy isn't about performance, it's about capturing our imagination. So did any of these cars surprise you, or do you think we missed a true game changer? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because next time we'll take you on a journey you don't want to miss.